adjustments do you think this team needs to make going into game two?
First, probably limit turnovers. I thought we were pretty lax with the puck, like through the neutral zone, and just gave them too much offense. It was probably the first glaring issue I thought we had.
What was it to play after not for 2 weeks?
I think you get back in the rhythm. I actually thought our start and stuff was really good. Like the first, actually we had a couple of power plays to start, but those first 10 minutes I thought we were really good, and it didn't really look like we missed a beat. So I'm not sure how much of it is put on the 2 weeks as much as just like the lack of the brains maybe being on, and the lack of just making the simple right decisions that had got us to where we are.
Leo, we were just talking with him about how good special teams were in that series against Syracuse and how good they need to be against Laval. We saw obviously they took advantage on their power play. You guys should get a good amount of chances given the opponent that's leads up in the season. I don't know, what are maybe the differences and the challenges with running the Rocket on special teams compared to what Syracuse was?
Yeah, their play is elite. They have two really good units. That top unit is a threat every time they're on the ice. So we got to stay out of the box. A too many men penalty is just like an unforced error. I'd rather take like a physical penalty than something like that. But yeah, special teams are important in all playoff series, and this one's no different.
Talk about how important those first 10 minutes were in last game, knowing the atmosphere, expected to be a big crowd here tonight. How important is that? Abs always used to talk about bring them into the fight. How important is that tonight?
Yeah, I think we're excited. We know that it's going to be rocking tonight, trying to get them involved and engaged in the game as early as possible. I think will be big and give us momentum going out through the rest of the game. So I know the boys are looking forward to it. We talk all year about Friday night, home match, playoffs. It's the best time of year, and we're really pumped for it.
By not overcoaching, not overanalyzing things, just letting you guys play. But was game one, you talked about the brain and stuff like that. Was it just a reminder of the attention to detail that it takes, especially at this point in the season?
Yeah. This time of year, details are everything. Mistakes are amplified. And again, I think the positive thing that we can take away as a group from the first game is that we felt that we gave them a lot of offense, that we had a lot of unforced errors, too many turnovers, too many extended shifts, not getting pucks deep. Those are all things that we can manage and control ourselves. That's not going to come from the coaching staff. That comes from the group itself and within the locker room. And we know that we can be better at managing the puck and limiting the chances that we give them.
It's not that Syracuse was smooth sailing, but being down in a series for the first time this postseason, you guys have always overcome adversity, and I'm sure you didn't expect to go undefeated on the way to the Calder Cup. What is just the vibe of resetting? It's one game, let's move on.
Yeah, I think we've done a really good job at that all season. That's where the regular season comes in, and me and you sat here and had conversations about really tough losses where, we lose 5-0 or 5-1 or whatever. And it's all about just short memory and bounce back that next game. And I think that we have created a habit of doing that. So I expect nothing less out of the group today.
I guess what's the vibe in the locker room in terms of just being laser focused? It's not about being down, it's about the next 60 minutes and shifts on the ice.
Yeah, I think the group has done a good job of that all year, and it's a best of five. Like he said, we're not going to go undefeated in the playoffs. I think the biggest thing is just to learn from game one and figure out what adjustments we need to make as a team and commit to our strategy.
In terms of the experience on this roster going into playoff series, this is the first playoff loss for anyone. How much does that kind of play into the confidence you guys have to bounce back?
Yeah, I think everyone that is on this team is here for a reason and have probably been in similar situations at some point in their career. Obviously, we are young, and this is a development league, so guys are still figuring that part of their game out a little bit. But again, everyone here is elite. They all have elite mindsets and have been down in series at some point and have battled back, and they're here for a reason. And also, like, throughout the season as a team, we broke a lot of the season up into smaller segments, 3 and 5 game segments. And I think that's given us a little bit more of like an opportunity to like practice what it feels like to be down in a series while the regular season's still going on. So I thought that was beneficial as well. Yeah.
Everybody agrees with the bigger, maybe stronger. But do you feel that size when you're, especially in front of the net? Do you feel that they're that much bigger and stronger?
They play pretty strict man-on-man in their D zone that makes it challenging to get to the net at time for sure. As I thought in game 1 they did a good job of boxing out, and they play hard and they play physical. And I don't think, I mean, it's playoffs, so yeah, physicality I think is ramped up a little bit for both teams, but it's to be expected this time of year, and I don't think this team's ever shied away from any sort of physicality. It may be not our brand or our identity that we are this overly physical, super aggressive, in your face type of team, but we are unique in our own way and special, and extremely talented, and still don't back down regardless of the size.